With just 4 words, Bruce Lee silenced his opponent and etched one of the most iconic lines in martial arts history. But here's the twist. While Bruce dismissed breaking boards as meaningless, he secretly trained in one of the most brutal conditioning arts, iron palm. In Oakland, California, alongside James Yimm Lee, Bruce struck lifeless objects thousands of times to forge devastating power. The origin of the quote. The line comes from Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee's breakthrough Hollywood film released in 1973. In the movie, Lee delivers the phrase to a rival martial artist who boasts about his ability to break wooden boards. Lee's calm but cutting response, "Boards don't hit back," instantly reframed the conversation, reminding audiences that martial arts is about skill in real combat, not demonstrations of brute force. Why it resonated. Philosophical depth. Lee's words reflect his martial arts philosophy, Jeet Kune Do, which emphasizes practicality, fluidity, and effectiveness in real situations. Cultural impact. The line became a metaphor for life itself. Challenges worth facing are those that push back, test resilience, and demand growth. Cinematic legacy. Delivered with Lee's trademark intensity, the quote cemented his reputation not just as a fighter, but as a thinker and teacher. Legacy beyond the film. The phrase has been quoted in countless contexts, from motivational speeches to sports commentary. It embodies Lee's belief that martial arts and life should be about engagement with reality, not empty displays. Tragically, Lee passed away just 6 days before Enter the Dragon premiered, at the age of 32. His untimely death gave the line even more weight, as fans saw it as part of his lasting wisdom. Why it still matters. In martial arts, it reminds practitioners that training must prepare them for real-world encounters, not just staged performances. In everyday life, it's a call to face challenges head-on, rather than seeking easy victories. In pop culture, the quote continues to inspire films, books, and even memes, proving its timeless relevance. The irony, Bruce Lee's "boards don't hit back," is more than a movie line, it's a philosophy. It challenges us to measure ourselves not against passive obstacles, but against the living, breathing tests that shape who we are. The irony of Bruce Lee's famous line, "Boards don't hit back," is that while he dismissed breaking boards as empty showmanship, he himself trained in the brutal discipline of iron palm and iron fist alongside James Yimm Lee in Oakland, California. A practice built on striking lifeless objects to condition the body. The line became legendary, symbolizing Lee's philosophy that martial arts should be about real combat effectiveness, not flashy demonstrations. The Oakland connection. Bruce Lee's time in Oakland during the mid-1960s was pivotal. He partnered with James Yimm Lee, a respected martial artist and author who specialized in iron palm training. Bruce and his wife Linda actually lived with James Lee and his wife for a period of time. Iron palm, sometimes called iron fist, involves conditioning the hands through repeated strikes on sandbags, gravel, or wooden surfaces, combined with herbal liniments to toughen the skin and bones. James Lee was already an established instructor in Oakland, known for his expertise in kung fu and iron palm. He became Bruce's close friend, collaborator, and mentor. The ironic twist: on screen, Bruce dismissed board breaking as meaningless, yet off-screen, he embraced the harsh training methods of iron palm, which required striking inanimate objects thousands of times to build devastating power. This irony highlights Bruce's nuanced philosophy. He wasn't against conditioning or breaking objects per se. He was against mistaking those feats for true fighting skill. In Oakland, Bruce used iron palm training to develop explosive striking power, but his ultimate focus remained on adaptability and fluidity in combat. Legacy of Oakland training. Bruce's collaboration with James Lee helped shape his physical conditioning and broaden his martial arts outlook. James Lee also introduced Bruce to weight training, which contributed to his famously sculpted physique. Their Oakland years were a crucible where Bruce refined his art, blending traditional conditioning with his philosophy of practicality. The phrase "boards don't hit back" was Bruce Lee's way of reminding the world that martial arts is about facing living, resisting opponents. Yet the irony is that he himself trained in iron palm, smashing lifeless objects daily in Oakland with James Lee to forge the very power that made his strikes legendary. It's a perfect example of Bruce's genius. He could embrace tradition while simultaneously challenging its limits. What is iron palm? Iron palm is a traditional martial arts conditioning method that hardens the hands and strengthens the body, enabling practitioners to deliver powerful strikes without injury. It combines external impact training with internal energy cultivation to build resilience, bone density, tendon strength, and striking precision. Definition: iron palm is one of the original 72 arts of Shaolin Temple, practiced across various Chinese martial arts styles. Purpose: it conditions the hands to withstand repeated impact and allows martial artists to strike with great force while minimizing self-injury. Training tools commonly involve striking bags filled with gravel, sand, beans, or steel shot, progressively toughening the skin, bones, and connective tissues. How it conditions the body. Iron palm training is not just about hitting harder, it's a systematic conditioning process that transforms the body. Hand toughening strengthens palms, fingertips, and even the back of the hand. Builds calluses and micro-adaptations in bones and sinews, making them more resilient. Bone and tendon strength. Repeated impact stimulates bone density and tendon elasticity. Prevents injuries by reinforcing structural integrity of the hands and forearms. Energy transfer, Qigong. Many systems incorporate Qigong breathing and energy work, teaching practitioners to channel power from the entire body into the palm. This internal training complements external conditioning, balancing hardness with flexibility. Whole body integration. Conditioning extends beyond the hands, shoulders, arms, and core muscles are trained to deliver force efficiently. The practice emphasizes using minimum necessary energy while maximizing impact. Martial arts benefits. Enhanced striking power. Practitioners can break boards, bricks, or withstand heavy impact. Reduced injury risk. Conditioned hands are less likely to suffer fractures or sprains. Mental discipline. The slow, methodical training builds patience, focus, and resilience. Practical application. In combat. Iron palm strikes can incapacitate opponents with minimal effort. In short, iron palm is both a physical and internal discipline, a blend of impact conditioning, bone strengthening, and energy cultivation. It transforms the martial artist's body into a more resilient weapon, while also teaching control, patience, and precision. What about you? Have you trained in iron palm, broken boards, or brick, or used similar methods? Let us know in the comments. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.